I think the closest thing we have, and I'm getting to Las Vegas, the closest thing we have to the Las Vegas Golden Knights now in an expansion year going to the Stanley Cup final. I think the closest thing we might have is Kurt Warner's Rams, who were dreadful, 3-13, 4-12. I mean, absolute garbage. And then lost their starting quarterback in the preseason. And everybody said, well, this is just another 2-14, 3-13 year. And not only did the Rams, of course, win the Super Bowl, but they set all types of offensive records in doing so. That, to me, is the closest thing we have to what is going on with the Vegas Golden Knights. Something you could just totally, no way you could imagine in terms of a championship. What is the most improbable championship of the four oldest North American sports? What's the most improbable that you could have never seen coming? I mean, I think the 99 Rams are closest. The 0-1 Patriots might be in that conversation as well because they were coming off 6-10. Belichick was on the hot seat, and nobody had ever heard of Tom Brady, and Brady ends up obviously carrying them or help leading them. The defense, the running game really carried them. But the 0-1 Patriots, the 99 Rams, really out-of-nowhere teams. I think about the 1981 Niners. See, the 0-1 Patriots are like the 81 Niners, where, in retrospect, it doesn't seem so crazy because those became dynasties. We don't think of the Patriots coming out of nowhere. We think of the Patriots being a dynasty. Same thing with the 81 Niners. We don't think of the 81 Niners as being a Cinderella. They went 6-10 the year before. And while they showed a few flashes, nobody knew Joe Montana would be Joe Montana. They have this incredible draft class with all of these young defensive backs that come in, including Ronnie Lott, Eric Wright, and a couple of other guys, and they win the Super Bowl. Nobody ever saw the 81 Niners doing it. But again, these are 6-10 teams we're talking about with established coaches or at least something to build on. We've never had an expansion team win a championship. And that's what is happening right now with the Vegas Golden Knights.
Checked off on the far board, 7 seconds. Right wing shot sails wide, 5 seconds to go. On the near boards, a tie-up, 2 seconds, a centering feed, and it goes wide, and that's it! It's over! The Knights are going to the Stanley Cup Final! 2-1 the final score!
Dan Duva on Vegas Golden Knights Radio. There's just no way you could have ever predicted this. I mean, Bill Foley, their owner, said we're not going to be good this year coming into the season. He said we'll hope to be competitive in 3 years and hope to make a run in 5 or 6. They're making a run in their expansion season. They're in the Stanley Cup Final. And, oh, by the way, they're not getting pushed. They just blitzed through Winnipeg, who had a better record, home ice advantage, was the better team this season in 5. They lost game 1 and then rattled off 4 straight wins.